Alright, so we are back with another tier list. This time we're going over Stranger Things characters from seasons 1 through 3. Obviously, we're not doing 4, that's obviously not out yet. Hopefully it comes out soon. I believe it comes out soon. Yeah, I believe so. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first up, I believe we have, I believe his name is Lonnie. Yeah, Lonnie, I believe. Lonnie Byers. He's, yeah, no, he's really stupid. He's a really stupid character. He's just a real jerk. Um, yeah. No offense to the actor, of course. I'd never want to offend the actor for anything that I ranking them based on their character that they're playing. No, he was just real trash. I'm gonna put him in Upside Down. I believe he used his own family for financial gain. He didn't even care about his own son that was like presumed dead. But yeah, real annoying character. Next up we have Lucas. Obviously, I think I'm gonna rank them, again, like I usually do, ranking them based on how much you see them. Lucas is definitely one you see a lot. He's one of the main characters. You can't say no to that. He's a great character. Yeah, really nothing wrong with him. I just kind of wish they'd give him more plot points, like Dustin. He had a huge story in season 3. Mike and Will, I suppose, had a huge. Well, I don't know about Mike, but Will had a huge story in season 2 mainly. Yeah, 11 all seasons for sure. But yeah, he was just he didn't have too many major plot points, which was very disappointing. But yeah, definitely a main character, definitely very good. He's very smart too. And I love how his favorite weapon is like a slingshot. I love how in season 1 they were at the school, they were pinned down by the Demogorgon, and he pulls out his slingshot. Expects it to do something. That's hilarious. Next up we have the Demogorgon. The Demogorgon is really interesting. It's just like a monster we've never seen before in any movie or TV show. Honestly, I feel kind of bad that they just like stole such a creative creature from like any other big movie industry that could have used a monster like this. But yeah, I'm gonna put this one. I'm gonna put it in A because I think it's a real. Obviously, you don't see this that much, and especially once we get to like the Mind Flayer, that's when you really start to see like the true villains of Stranger Things. But yeah. Next up we have. What's his name? I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. Alright, so I found out his name is Gregory or Gregory. It's not Gregory for sure, but yeah, I'm gonna call him Gregory. I believe that's his name. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I think he's a good character. He's real evil, but I think he's kind of just like that funny evil. He reminds me a lot of the Terminator or Arnie. He's just like that. Like, there's no way he isn't. But yeah, I think he's an interesting character and a real weird villain. Not weird, but just an interesting villain. He's not the main villain, of course. But yeah, he did a lot of damage, especially to Hopper. Yeah, he beat up Hopper like multiple times. The way he died was so interesting too. Him and Hopper having that final fight. That was cool. But yeah, next up we have Max. Again, like Lucas, Max is going straight to the top. They're in the main party, I'd like to say. Yeah, again, Max is a great character. I think her story was very interesting. How they kind of just like introduced her in season 2, and she joined to the kids' party, or you know what I'm saying, like with all the main characters, all the main characters. But I think my only problem with her is really just like between her and Lucas, where they don't have that many plot points and story going for them. Like Mike and Will and I don't know, say Dustin. They just don't have as much story as the other ones. You really don't know them as much as you know Mike and Will. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course, they're great characters. But yeah, next up we have Dr. Brenner. Actually, no, I have a little bit more about Max. Again, like, she didn't really do anything in season 2. She was kind of just there. And then in season 3, again, she didn't do too much. She did a lot more in season 3. However, it was more of her brother who we'll talk about later. But yeah, it was more of a brother in season 3 that had more story in it, and I think that was very, very interesting. But yeah, next up we have Dr. Brenner. Again, he's going in upside down. You hate him. You know what I'm saying? He's just, honestly, I don't even know if he's more evil than the Mind Flayer. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he more evil than the Mind Flayer? Like, he's evil. He tortures Eleven, you know, he pretends like he cares about her even though he doesn't. And he's just an overall bad villain. Or not a villain, but, you know, just evil dude. Next up we have Mike. Again, Mike is going straight to the top. Mike is amazing. You know, I honestly feel like he's the main character of Stranger Things. Because you see him in, like, every single episode. And, like, he has most of the screen time. But yeah, I think he's a great character. He's done a lot for the story. Even if he is just, like, a supporting character, he's definitely done a lot. Next up, we have Alexei, or Smirnov. I prefer to call him Smirnov. But Smirnov's going straight to A. Smirnov is hilarious. He is really funny. He doesn't even speak English, but yet, you know, he's so funny, especially with this slushie. He's got a slushie in his hand right there. He's just so funny. And I think it was just so sad how he died. He died to the Terminator. Spoilers. But yeah, it was just so sad. Him and Murray had a good connection, even though Murray hated Alexei in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Alexei, I'm gonna put him in B. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in B. Obviously, I don't think he's as good as Alexei. He's just not as interesting or funny. He appears in every season, even though you don't really think he does. He had a small cameo in season 1, where he was like, Russian girls are invading Hawkins, you know what I'm saying? And then season 2 was like, he made conspiracy theories with Jonathan and Nancy. And then season 3, he helped Hopper and Joyce and Smirnov. But yeah, Bald Eagle here, he's done a lot to contribute, but I just don't think he's legend status, you know what I'm saying? Next up we have Nancy. She's a big part of the story. Yeah, she was really annoying in season 1. She acted like everything was about her. But yeah, I thought the romance between her and Steve was awesome, and then that just faded out because of Jonathan. Have we? No, we haven't covered Jonathan yet. But yeah, no, she was a very interesting character. She honestly had a huge role in season 3, more than I think she does. Yeah, no, she had a huge role in season 3. Her and Jonathan. But yeah, they were honestly really main characters in season 3. Season 2, I don't think they did too much. Yeah, no, season 2 they just kind of did their own thing, while everyone else is saving the day. But no, they definitely did a lot in season 3 to help out. But yeah, next up we have Steve going straight to the top. Steve is my favorite. Okay, if you want to know how good of a character he is, I've dressed up for him as Halloween like 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I believe, I dressed up as him for Halloween, and that was awesome. I looked awesome. I looked exactly like he does right here. I had the jacket and everything. But yeah, I think he's hilarious. He's always so sensitive about his hair. He loves his hair. But yeah, I think he's a really funny character. In season 2, he was awesome. I really liked him in season 2. He was, again, like Nancy. He was kind of annoying in season 1, and then in season 3, he kind of grew up. And yeah, I honestly thought him getting a job at Scoops Ahoy is really unexpected. You know, he goes from this really cool, tough dude to working at an ice cream shop. It's funny. But yeah, next up we have Will. Yeah, again, I'm gonna place Will in A. Will is weird to me, you know, and I don't think it's not his fault at all. Like, it's not his fault he's so weird. He was randomly chosen out of literally everyone in the world to be taken to Upside Down. You know what I'm saying? Like, out of everyone in Hawkins, it was Will. It had to be Will for some reason. And he's a weird character. Obviously, he's a main character. He appears in every season. Season 1, I believe he only appeared in for, like, basically, I'm gonna say a full episode. Like, because he appeared in the beginning of episode 1, and then he's gone, and then at the end of season 1 he's back. But yeah, season 2, he's kind of evil. Yeah, he's kind of evil in season 2 near the end, where he's under the influence of the Mind Flayer. And then season 3, season 3 he really didn't have that big of a role at all. Unlike every other character, he really didn't do anything. Only thing he did in season 3, was he could sense when the Mind Flayer was around. That's the best thing. Alright, here we have the Mind Flayer. Mind Flayer is a great villain. Honestly, I don't know if I want to move the Demogorgon down. I think I'm going to, just because I don't know if I want to compare these two on the same ranking. Because I know the Demogorgon is a lot more like iconic to Stranger Things, but I think the Demogorgon is so much more interesting. It's basically appeared in season 2 and 3, where season 3 it actually got like a physical form, which I thought was gross. The process of like yeah, remember all those like rats exploding in the sewers? Disgusting. I don't have a problem with it now. I don't find it disgusting now. But like back then when I was actually watching this season, it was weird, man. It was weird. And then all those people combusting to make this thing was crazy. Season 2 it didn't appear at all. It was just kind of like an idea. Like, yeah, it was just an idea in season 2. But yeah. D'Artagnan, I'm gonna place in C. D'Artagnan, it's disgusting. Like, just watching it grow and evolve into a Demodog was weird. Him and Dustin had a weird, sort of pet relationship, which is freaky. Dustin liked this thing for some reason. I thought it was weird. I thought it was really weird. And then it becomes a Demodog. It actually kind of saved Dustin and his party. It actually saved them when they were in the tunnels, trying to blow up the tunnels, the Mind Flayer tunnels. He kind of actually like saved them. So I guess it's a win-win situation. But yeah. Next up we have Robin. Robin, I'm gonna place Renee. Oh, do I? Yeah, I'm gonna place Renee. Robin's an interesting character. She appeared in, season 3 with Steve at the ice cream shop. She's really funny. She's always making fun of Steve. She's just picking on Steve. Steve can do absolutely nothing, and she'll find an excuse to make fun of him. It's so funny. But yeah, I think we'll see more of her in season 4. Oh yeah, I forgot. Scoobs Ahoy got like blown up since like the mall got blown up where they worked at. So yeah, we'll have to see how that works out for her and Steve. But yeah, next up we have Hopper. Hopper I'm gonna place in Strange, and Strange is the best that can be. Hopper is amazing, man. He's so funny. He's a really cool character. He's appeared in all 3 seasons. Had huge roles. Season 1 at the beginning, he was really annoying. Joyce came into his office and she was like, "Oh no, my son's gone," and he's like, "Hey, whatever, it happens every day, And then yeah, they grow a relationship, and now we're waiting to see season 4 for when he'll come back. I believe in the trailer he's in like Russia or somewhere. Yeah, he's in Russia, at the railroads. So yeah, we'll have to see. He's bald now. Yeah, he's bald in the new season. But next up we have Billy. Billy is awesome. Obviously, I'm not going to place him in Strange, but I'm going to place him in A. Because I don't really want to compare him to like Steve and Hopper. But no, Billy is awesome too. I call him Billy the Bully. That's what he is. He's a big bully. He wasn't in season 1. He appeared in season 2. Yeah, he's really annoying to his sister Max. And season 3, he had a huge role. He was a main villain in season 3, even though he couldn't help it at all. He was under the influence of the Mind Flayer, and he ends up dying to the Mind Flayer when he protects Max from it, or 11. I can't remember. I believe it was 11. But yeah, he was a great character in season 2, and it's just unfortunate to see him die. I really wish we could see him in season 4, but I just don't think that'll happen. I forgot to add Susie to the list, but yeah, she's not a main character anyway. But I kind of just wanted to sing you the the Never-Ending Story song, but since I didn't add Susie to the list, I guess I can't do that. That's too bad. Uh-oh. We have Bob. Yeah, I'm gonna put Bob in A. I'm adding a lot of these to A, but Bob is the nicest guy ever. He's literally the embodiment of nice. That's what he is. He only appeared in season 2 and died in season 2, which was the saddest thing. It was so sad. He had like this stealth mission where he had to go like to the bottom of the Hawkins laboratory to turn the power back on, while also running from the Demodogs. And he runs out like the entrance door, or yeah, one of the entrance doors, and he looks at Joyce for a second, and he's so happy that he made it out. And then the doors just bust down, and the Demodogs jump out and kill him. It's so sad, but yeah, he's a great character, and it's just really sad what happened. We have Dustin. Oh wait, no, not 11 yet. We're not on to 11 yet. Dustin is awesome. He's so funny. He's always so happy. He's always cussing. Yeah, he's just always cussing for no reason. But yeah, season 1 he didn't really have a big role at all. None of the kids really had a big role in season 1. But yeah, season 2 he honestly ruined. I don't know what I'm saying. He kind of like he jeopardized the team. That's what he did. Yeah, he kind of jeopardized the team because he raised D'Artagnan. He messed them up. But season 3, he had a comeback. He he intercepted Russian transmissions, and he was able to get a team of teenagers to go and stop them, which was awesome. That was so funny and over the top for some reason. But yeah, next up we have 11. 11 is... Forget what I said about Mike being the main character. 11 is the main character. That's kind of what they wanted you to think. She is iconic to the show. When you think of Stranger Things, you think, hey, 11. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's appeared in every single season. Season 1, she's just kind of getting her powers, or starting to learn how to use them. She's made new friends, especially Mike, when they have the romance. They have the romance in Bleep's end of season 2, mainly. Yeah, she goes disappearing. She disappears after season 1, and then reappears later in season 2. Hopper takes care of her, which I thought was very interesting, and that was such a good storyline. And then she runs off, becomes a punk, which she is in this image. Yeah, she meets 8, who we'll get onto in a minute. And then she comes back, stops the Mind Flayer, or she thought. And then season 3, she loses her powers in the end, and we're still waiting to see if they come back in season 4. I believe I heard that Stranger Things is only going to go into season 5, which is very unfortunate. It feels so long since we've had a Stranger Things season. You know, like, what is it, like 3 years now? Dang, it's so long, man. We have Erica. Erica, I'm gonna place her in B, just because you only see her in B. She is hilarious though. But yeah, the main thing I want to say is you can't spell America without Erica, so don't forget that. But yeah, I believe she appeared in season 2 for 10 seconds or something, and then like season 3, her, Robin, Steve, and Dustin, yeah, all had their undercover stealth mission to go into the Russian base underneath the mall. Yeah, she was hilarious, and I loved that scene where Erica and Dustin ran into the vents, and they were talking about My Little Pony, and Dustin was saying like they're nerds because they watched My Little Pony. And she was like, no, that's not true. But it was so funny. But yeah, next up we have the 2 Byers. We have Jonathan Byers, the son. And yeah, he's the brother of Will. Jonathan, I'm going to put in an A. Yeah, I'm going to put him in an A. Yeah, no, Jonathan he's a good character. He doesn't have too much humor to him. I know I don't have that much humor. But that's just right now. I'm still getting used to YouTube. I'm still getting there. Yeah, sorry for the audio quality in this video, by the way. My mic isn't that great. I'm working on a better one. But yeah, Jonathan, he is an interesting character. Season 1, the only thing I remember about Season 1 was him and Nancy, like, trying to kill the Demogorgon. But yeah, that's kind of what I remember about Season 1. Season 2, the only thing I remember was him and Nancy kind of just, like, watching Will get exercised, like, the mind flip. You know what I'm talking about. If you've seen Season 2, you know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, I believe that's... No, yeah, they did their conspiracy theories with Murray. I remember that in Season 2. Season 3, again, they did a lot more... yeah, they got to the bottom of what's going on. But yeah, next up we have Joyce Byers, again. Really interesting. I'll put all of the Byers on the same ranking, except for Lonnie, who deserves Upside Down ranking. But yeah, no, Joyce Byers, you know, obviously she's been there since Season 3. She's always so nervous, you know? And obviously that's mainly because she lost her son in Season 1, who is Will. Yeah, he disappeared. And then they found him in the Upside Down later on. But yeah, she's just been weird. Season 1, she was like going crazy. Everyone thought she was like going crazy because she's got like it was like the letters and the Christmas lights on the wall. And then like Season 2, yeah, she kind of just helped Will. And then Season 3, her and Hopper had a big mission to take out the Russians again, like you know, Dustin and Steve and Robin. But yeah, next up we have, I believe her name is 808. She's basically like 11. However, I like her abilities more personally. I'm gonna put her in C, just because she only has what, one episode that she appears in. One episode. Yeah. Seriously wasted there. But we might see her again later. Possibly. That would make sense. But yeah, her ability is so interesting. Like, so 11 can, like, she has telekinesis, I believe. And she can, like, move things around with her arms and stuff. 8 can, like, manipulate your mind. Like, she can make you believe there's things there that aren't. Like that scene where, her and her, punk gang were driving away from the cops. And she made like the bridge fall, but the trick was the bridge never fell, so the police just thought like, what happened, you know? The bridge fell, but it didn't. But yeah, that's really weird. Yeah, she was kind of just like, you know, again, she's like a launching pad for 11. She's the reason 11 went back to Hawkins to save her friends and family. But yeah, that is about it. We had a lot of a lot of legendary status Stranger Things characters, which is awesome. If you agree with my picks, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you don't, make sure you leave a rude comment. I can take it, gosh darn I can. Also, if you want to be a bad boy and a real rebel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's kind of what the cool kids are doing these days.